up? I like this background better. Let me know if you guys can hear me, or if the volume is a little too low. Give me like a 1 through 10 for the volume. And by the way, we can change it to stocks if you don't want to talk crypto, but I prefer the crypto talk. I feel like most people that come on TikTok, they're on here for crypto. Stocks are too slow. We got 4 people in the chat. I might have to do a duel. Pancake Bunny? Yeah, you guys saw my post about that. I mean, you deserve to be robbed if you bought a crypto named Pancake Bunny, right? No offense, but if you're gonna get robbed, it's because you bought Pancake Bunny. Alright, we got almost 10 people in the chat. Hey, what's up, man? Wait, they got compensated? I didn't hear this part. This is something new. So you're saying the people that had Pancake Bunny, they were compensated? Usually they don't do that yet. Bought more and they were robbed. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's terrible. Alright, we're gonna invite a homie that's on. I bought 200 bunnies. Shouldn't you be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum instead? I think it's easier to make money if you just buy The cool thing about Bitcoin and Ethereum, you don't have to sell it. You just buy it, you hold it, and it goes to the moon, and then you take a loan on it, and you don't pay any taxes. You can't do that with Pancake Bunny. You can't get a loan. So if you're going to speculate, you want to speculate on something that's going to give you a loan. Chainlink eventually... See, I would rather speculate on Chainlink because I feel like in the future you can get a loan on Chainlink. No, did it go to the moon? Hey, are you able to go live? Let's do a duel live. Go live and invite me so we can talk about Ethereum Classic. Are you able to go live? Stock market, are you able to go live right now? Okay, cool. Do it. Leave the live stream and invite me. Oh, that'd be the police, guys. The police coming after me. They know I got too much Bitcoin. I just drove away from the police. Anyways, isn't this a good background? There. How we doing?
What's up?
You should
Hold
get
on.
my background, man. Hold on, I
Hold
gotta
on.
turn on
No,
my headset really quick.
I'm gonna come out. I'm actually gonna go outside. Out here in the backyard. What's going on?
Hey, I don't think the volume is that good on your side.
Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, fix your microphone.
Hold on 1 second. Give me just a second.
Okay, it sounds much better though already.
Hold on. I'll grab a headphone. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
No worries, we're waiting for you.
Gotcha.
Get this.
Like I said, I want to come out of the basement. I'm tired of you busting my balls for always being in my damn office.
Well, why don't you learn how to do these backgrounds, man? So
I did one
then
earlier.
you can do it from anywhere.
I did one
Oh,
earlier.
you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do those backgrounds, man. I think it's better. By the way, isn't this a good background?
I like
Isn't
that.
this a great background?
I saw it when you first came on. Very nice. Yeah, man, you see this afternoon? All that tweeting
No, what happened?
with Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, what did he do? No. Give me a synopsis.
He came out at 3:55, and there was an original tweet that said, I guess they've had the execs from Riot, Mara, a bunch of other companies. They had Michael Saylor, who is, I know he's formerly with MicroStrategy. I don't know if he's still with them. But they all kind of met up, and I guess they're talking about ways to make crypto mining more.
Okay.
And then he came out immediately after that, and he says if anybody wants to do a project with Doge, and just everything just started spiking. Real. I was on a live with Party. Everything starts shooting. The leader though was Ethereum Classic though. It's far out. It's up like 47%. It just hit 75.
Sick. Ethereum Classic.
Probably right now I have 50% Ethereum, 25-cent Bitcoin, and the other 25 I picked up some EOS on Saturday at 480.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's his name? Party Finance's favorite, right?
That's what he's told me if I could pick it up under 5, it's a steal. So I saw it Saturday morning at 480. I grabbed a bunch, and that Ethereum Classic, like I said, it's been doing me justice. So I picked up some more. So, but I'll probably get rid of it tonight. That's not Ethereum Classic is one that I flip in and out of. It's not one that myself. He didn't want to really talk about it any further than that, but he said he's a strong believer, and he's not really he doesn't really talk up a lot of altcoins. So I put a little bit of faith in him.
I've been in crypto for a while. Like I've known of crypto projects. So EOS has been around for a long, long time. I was actually an investor. I did invest in them. Their performance is like most altcoins. Like I held it all pretty long term. So like I did actually get like a decent return. But at a certain point, I got rid of it because I wanted to buy more of the BNB token. So that's the only reason I sold out of my EOS. I was just like, you know what? I want to have a larger position in BNB. Right. But that was before Party Finance told me that it was like his favorite altcoin. So
right. He said people do, but that was one that I did just have already preloaded. So if it did drop, I didn't have to worry about it. So, but the Ethereum and the Bitcoin, I put out a video early. I don't think you're going to be able to buy the dip on these for a while. I think the dip is come and gone. I think since Saturday, with the way the prices increased and the pattern that it's moving now, I don't think people are just going to hold. I don't think you're going to see as much selling off as fast as it has been. You won't see this dramatic 1 hour, 10, 15, 20% drops. I think the price point that it's at now, I don't think you're going to get much lower. You're not going to see a 29K Bitcoin for a while. I don't believe that.
How soon do we hit 50K?
I'm not sure about that.
This is all speculation.
I'm not I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
I
Well,
think
we'll see what
as this
happens.
news circulates, it's really positive news for Bitcoin. When like
Yeah.
anytime you have people that aren't the government saying, "Hey, I mean, this is a billionaire with a whole bunch of other multimillionaires who took the time to have a meeting about this." I don't think the truth of why they met is what was released. Something else happened, but that type of money doesn't get together unless they feel as if there's some sort.
So I have a news article for you. I think my reception might be bad though. Am I cutting in and out, or can you hear
That's
me?
okay. That's okay.
Can you hear
I'll
me?
carry you a little bit. If you cut out, I'll talk and
No, no,
we'll keep it flowing
just really
for your
quick.
audience.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch it. But this Binance CEO, there's an article on Yahoo where he
Okay.
put most of his net worth. So let me pull it up really quick. Let me pull it up. He put most of his net worth in crypto.
Let me go to my office where my laptop is. Hold on. I'll check. I'll read it. You said it's on Yahoo Finance.
Yeah,
Are you
check it
are
out.
you
Read
oh
it
you got
really
it there?
quick if you want to. I got it here, but if you can get
Yeah, I
to a
see it.
computer and read
No, I
it
see
out
it.
really quick,
I
and
didn't
then we can
realize you were gonna
talk
bring it
about
up. Hold
it.
on. One second. Let's see.
You want to see if I can move it?
Reveal nearly all of his net worth invested in cryptocurrency. Net worth is approximately 1.9 billion as of that was February. The largest crypto. When you hear something like that, and you combine that with what I was just saying, when you have somebody with the wealth of Elon Musk and all of these CEOs, I kind of had a little bit of tinfoil for last Tuesday. Like, hey, that type of downward pressure on anything is a little bit funny. And then I felt like, hey, they were trying to flush out a lot of people in order to pick up some of those assets at a really really low price. And I don't think
I
they're coming
agree.
back down, dude. I really don't. And I know people like it's not really all that tinfoily because they do the same thing with the stocks every single day. You know what I mean? Though there's a certain level of psychology and manipulation that goes into buying these things. When if they want them, they will push you out. I'm very very bullish. I don't think these things are going to drop to a price that will be as attractive as they have been from last Tuesday or this past Saturday. Because
All I
why
gotta
would you
say is
sell?
20K.
I
But
don't think so.
I think there's still like a 10 to 20% chance it goes down to 20K.
Okay, let me. I'll tell
But
you
it's not likely.
the counter argument to that is now that people should feel somewhat reassured that you have one of the real great minds of our time, Elon Musk, who began his career in finance in starting PayPal with his brother. So he's a very educated man when it comes to finance in America and globally. He put a bunch of his own money and a bunch of his company's money into Bitcoin. Now he can lose his own money. If that investment from Tesla, I know he sold out from some of it, and we're still yet to see if there's how much is left in it. But
No, he just did. He just did 10%. That's it. He sold 10% of his
right,
Bitcoin. And it's just
you cannot let that investment crumble. And now look, you see, now he's meeting with other people and this and that. So you have some of the brightest and best people in these type of fields in the world who are now defending your Bitcoin investment because they have their own not only their own personal money, but the company that he founded, their stockholders' money in it. They can't let it drop. That if that thing starts hitting near 20K, he'll tweet all day. You'll see nothing but Elon Bitcoin tweets. Seriously, the government will defend it. And they did exactly that. They threw every single weapon they had at the stock market because they know your grandma and grandpa's pension is in it, and so are their grandma and grandpa's pension. They cannot let the stock market fail. You have something similar now in crypto, where you have a lot of people who have own personal stake in it. They are going to help as long as you as a person are not overreacting, selling, and treating it like a different type of asset class than maybe people have perceived it before. They will help defend your money. You know what I'm saying? Assets will follow them. You know, but if Bitcoin drops, the altcoins are going to drop much quicker, and and vice versa. But those stronger coins, they're going to be defended by a lot of people now.
yeah, I agree. And so what I was going to say too is my rule of thumb is you want to basically accumulate the asset. You can get loans on Ethereum, you can get loans on Bitcoin, I don't think there's another coin out there now that can. And so for me, I'm trying to put most of my crypto net worth into those assets. I'm trying to give them money to the government. So instead of selling the asset, I
Breaking up a whole lot. I
breaking
think
up.
I think what you were saying is like talking about holding. You need to be holding now. You're accumulating and not rather than trading. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but I'm also looking at. Okay, hold on. I don't know why my internet. Okay, here my internet should be better now.
Okay, yeah,
Can you
I
guys
can
hear
hear you
me?
much better now.
Perfect. Okay, so no, I'm looking to get the coins that I can get loans on because I don't want to pay taxes on you later with taxes on converting your
So
crap
now,
coins. So just be
now
careful and
remind your
go
audience
ahead.
and my audience what platform you're doing that on.
So you can do it right now on BlockFi, and the only two coins they will give you a loan is Ethereum and Bitcoin. So that's BlockFi. And I'm waiting for Celsius because Celsius will give me a 1% loan. And if the 1% loan works, I haven't got it yet, it makes crypto a lot more attractive. Because, like, for now, I prefer to put most of my net worth in stocks because I can borrow
Right.
at 1%, under a 1% with interactive brokers. And I'm not really buying real estate anymore. I'm actually not like impressed with real estate because every time I have a commercial loan and every time I refinance, I get killed on fees and I pay
Right.
3.7%. So
Right.
I mean,
I'm
it's awesome having rent. It's awesome. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Go
starting to
ahead.
feel that right now at this moment. I think crypto is probably the move to make. If you have cash waiting, I think real estate. I don't think it's in a bubble, but prices are high. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to come down much, but you have to consider the price right now. The stock market is very high. Even a lot of value of a lot of wouldn't want to have cash right now with inflation around the corner. Crypto is really not a bad choice to be parking money right now.
That's why they made crypto, right? The whole idea of crypto was because of the inflation that's going to be coming.
You see the
So
blocks that I'm buying. I probably traded a little more than some of you guys, but I picked up for my long term. Like I picked up like quite a bit of Bitcoin. Like it's really out of anywhere you can put money right now. It seems like a really good idea. Now, when you're on there, what is margin are they giving you? Are they giving you 50% of your holding or
for the loan to get the lowest interest rate,
yeah?
I only got 25% out. So what
Okay.
happened is I got a $10,000 loan. I had to put down $50,000 of Bitcoin. The only good move I made is it was when Bitcoin was worth like 55,000. So even though it
Okay.
crashed now, I still get that rate. So that's the one advantage is like you should consider getting your loans on your cryptos kind of when you feel like the market is bubbly. But that's why I
Right.
did a 25% because I don't want to get a margin call. And so even though
Right.
Bitcoin did crash, I believe they don't do a margin call until you have 3% equity. So it's not too
Got you.
bad.
Got you. Hi, Amber. Yes, I'm still working future of Ethereum. I really like Ethereum. That's always been my favorite crypto, to be honest with you. The price now, I'm not sure about because I had some news this morning where I felt like it was going to go down a little bit, and things kind of changed this afternoon. But long term, I think Ethereum is definitely something that I have. So you can make your own decision on whether it's something you feel comfortable with. But I actually out of all the cryptocurrencies, that is the one that I have the most faith in. Yeah,
And if
I
it was
think
me, I was gonna say if it was my opinion, I go half and half.
right.
I would
Yes,
go half, and
yes,
that's why I'm so glad. Basically, I own more Ethereum now than I own Bitcoin
yeah.
because just the way I went. I went like when I did this investing or most of my investing, I just made sure whenever I was buying the dips, I'm mostly buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe a couple of altcoins every once in a while. And over time, I have now a larger net worth in Ethereum, but I'm still buying Bitcoin because I want to always stay 50-50 in my opinion. Like right now, I'm buying more Bitcoin than Ethereum just because I'm not, I mean, I definitely have more Ethereum than Bitcoin.
I do want to look into more though. When you had discussed that project earlier, that is something that I'm going to take into account though, because it doesn't necessarily alarm me, but it's something that I'm definitely conscious of. If they're going to be doing something to the blockchain itself. It does kind of give me reason to maybe rethink the percentage of the portfolio I have. I want to know more about it. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
it's
got it.
I'm not sure exactly what you were telling me earlier, so I want to do my own research. But it does give me a reason to kind of think, hey, wait a second, is it something I should, if I wanted to invest heavy, should I wait till after that project's done and make sure that it's done right, or you know what I'm saying? Like I do want to look more into it because I do have quite a bit of money in it now, and it's
Okay, nice.
they do move quick.
So
Now on that, when you're go
give
ahead.
me your stocks though. I was gonna tell you. So if you are, because like there's a lot of like, and once again, this might just be like your opinion, um, but for the stocks, right? Because I feel like a lot of people that come on here, we're talking about crypto 24/7, which is great, but I don't feel like you should be 100% crypto, right?
No,
Even though this guy
absolutely
did
not.
it, right?
Yeah,
I feel
yeah, no,
like you need to
yes.
have a balanced portfolio. So maybe can we mention some stocks that are crypto related? How about that? Like, hey,
Absolutely.
you can also like
Absolutely.
go ahead.
The two, I just put a video out. I mentioned when we first started talking that in that tweet there from earlier, I'm sure you can find it. It's Michael Saylor is his name. He responded to Elon Musk. I'm sure they're attached on Twitter. And you'll see a bunch of companies in there. I know two of them a lot of people know is Mara and Riot. Those two are very popular. They had some real high points in January. They probably got cut in half at least. Those are if you don't necessarily want to invest in crypto, percent necessity of that. And you and I have talked a little bit about how the shortage of chips and stuff. So just getting in with the chip maker, MU, which is Micron, Nvidia, which had a killer couple days, they actually have earnings coming up on Wednesday. So be a little careful. They're running high. If they have good earnings, they could not only skyrocket, but they could drop Intel, which is another chip maker, and God, the last one's eluding me. AMD. But if you
AMD,
if
AMD and
Nvidia has
TSM.
really strong,
Those are my two picks.
which ones do you like?
Well, if I had to pick right now, because so I love Nvidia. I got in like most of my chip net worth is in Nvidia, but I got in
Very
at a
strong.
cheaper price.
Yeah,
So
the
so if
price right
you're
now is
like a
tough.
newbie, if you're starting today I gotta buy in at these price levels. My two favorite chip makers are AMD and TSM, and I
Mm-hmm.
would consider Intel. I know it's been beat up. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
but I think it's going to take them a little time. I think out of if price wise, they're the if
And
they
that's
could
a
just get a
safer bet,
little
I
bit of
feel
steam.
like.
I don't think it's
I
the
feel
safest bet. I think Nvidia is the safest bet. I think Intel is priced the
no, no, no,
best for
no.
growth.
Out of So hold on, I confused you. No, I'm saying it's a safer bet than doing the like Riot blockchain, right? Those newer
Yes, yes,
companies that are
yes, yes,
100%. And like another one is Coinbase, all right? Like
yes,
you could also do
absolutely.
Voyager Digital. Voyager
Yes,
Digital is another exchange, but you take a lot less risk with Coinbase.
I think Voyager is. Oh, they could. I don't know what it is. No matter they got upgraded again today and it didn't move. I made a mistake with Coinbase. I've been rebuying into Coinbase for a month now. It seems like, I just can't.
I buy every day. That's the stock I buy every day right now is Coinbase. I'm like, I don't care. So I literally buy it. My average, I think, is 255, and I literally buy it every day until my average. Like once Coinbase goes above my average, I'll probably take a break from buying Coinbase.
Wait, listen, hold it until the July earnings. Their earnings, when they first IPO, they had a ton of cash on the books already. Great revenue stream. I think their earnings are it's going to skyrocket it. You probably still can get into Coinbase at this price. To be honest with you, I don't think it's going to drop too much lower. And let me just check where it is. I don't think it did much today. But if I think out
It's
of all the ones that we
225.
225 today. Yeah, 225 on
I
the
think so.
49. Yeah, if you out of all the ones that
I
we
buy it
talked about,
every morning. I wake
I've
up in the
I've been
morning,
I
I have my coffee, and I buy one share of Coinbase. And,
dude,
and
I
right
bought
before
blocks
market
of it
close, if it's still not,
I was buying it at
but
IPO day at 380, at 350, at 320. I find at 290 I loaded up. I just load or when I, excuse me 205 or whatever. It was a low point I think last Thursday. That I really got in. I was like I really have to bring this down because I want to start exit. I have too much now. I have to exit out of some. But that I think out of all the ones that we talked about as far as being involved with crypto on the stock side, that's probably has the
it's
most
safe.
growth. Yeah, I think so.
Everyone
Because
here, do you realize that all of us, like, we're supposed to be smart, sophisticated investors, and like my average for Coinbase right now is like 259. So you guys
yeah,
can right now buy Coinbase and get in at a better price than us right now.
this
So take advantage of
right now
Coinbase, man.
Coinbase is below the institutional level. So when they IPO'd it, this is below the level that the bank who brought it to the public bought it for. And I think it was JP Morgan.
Easy money stock.
Right.
Easy money
I mean,
stock.
you may have to be patient with it because, like I said, you're going to see it probably slowly climb up towards earnings. You know what I mean? It won't take any big jump. It'll kind of creep, and then right before earnings, it'll jump. I might try to get out of it before, just in case they do have a bad earnings. But you will definitely see a run up to earning that the week of their earnings. But I would expect them to perform really, really well because when I looked over all of their information, I was really impressed with what they were doing. The only thing that I would worry about in the future going forward is maybe additional competition, taking some
They
of the
do
market share.
offer right now, if you want to get the best price on crypto, it's at Coinbase, but you have to use Coinbase Pro. I
Right,
mean, there is Robinhood, and there's no fee with Robinhood, but then it's locked on, you know,
right.
you can't take it out of Robinhood. So
Yeah,
when it comes to like lowest price and actually being able to own the crypto, it's Coinbase hands down. You can't beat their spot price.
I think out of all the ones that we discussed, if you were going to pick up a stock that's related to crypto, that would probably be the way to go, because even going forward, I know Robinhood IPO will come out. I think they're going to come out really flat. So I don't think that would be like, if you want to go that way in the future, I don't think that's the way to go. Probably Coinbase in the chip makers.
And so, have you heard of TSM before or no? For the chip
TSM?
makers.
No, which
Yeah, check it out. So they have a
oh no,
huge
yes, yes,
advantage
yes,
because they're
yes,
not
yes.
in America.
Yeah,
They're
this
not
is
in
the
America. So
yeah
they're
the Taiwan subsidiary.
so if
I do.
Biden raises taxes, they're going to be even more profitable than everyone else because they pay really low taxes.
We were looking at this for a while, and there was a point it just wasn't moving. Like the price wise, it seemed attractive, but it just really was going flat for so long. I was just like, I don't, and really all of the chip makers, they really haven't broken out. I have almost every single week I buy AMD and Intel calls, just waiting for the week that they break out, and I'll buy them maybe like $8 out of the money, like not too far out of the money, but I mean they're cheaper options, so I don't, it's not killing me. But the chip makers in general, the law of supply and demand should dictate that one of them break out. It looks like it's starting to be Nvidia now, and that's why I say it's going to be dangerous because if one of them really takes a real leadership, it's gonna really affect the other four in a negative way. But yeah, the Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing, they're one that we looked at. Like I said, I really focus on U.S. stocks. I understand the laws here, a lot better and stuff. That I think that's really, if you want to put a few dollars into it, sure, you know what I mean. But like if you want to do like a bigger investment in something, just understand when you invest in something, even though you're going off an American exchange to buy it, like you don't own it. If you buy a stock in Asia, you don't own that stock. Your broker buys it. But that way, if you wanted to buy it directly, most likely you couldn't. And even if you could, you'd have to fill out international paperwork. It's a pain in the ass. So basically, your broker, like if you buy it on Robinhood, Robinhood is buying that stock, filling out that international paperwork, owning it for you, and then they are kind of just giving it to you in a way that diverts the law. But when you're investing out of the country, just be aware that you're doing so, and that especially in places where there's
So you don't
communism.
like? Yeah, I was gonna say you don't like Alibaba then? That's one of my
I,
bigger
I
stock picks.
I
Is
have been
Alibaba,
I used to like Alibaba, and I don't know what's going on with them.
and
I
it's
I have
cheap. It's cheap right now.
I have a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
so
puts on
cheap.
them.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
There's no, the information is not coming out that's correct, and that's what I like. I trade off
You
information, and I think I'm being lied to.
okay? So you think they cook their books? Okay, and so
No,
you
no,
stay out
no.
of international stocks then?
No, I
Go ahead.
think with Alibaba, I think there's something I'm a really big fan of Jack Ma. I don't know if you know his story, but he's got a really
Me too. No, I love him. I
no,
love
his
him.
story is fantastic. I mean, if you talk to him, Like he's a really inspirational guy to the average Joe. If anybody doesn't know who Jack Ma is with Alibaba, I'd recommend you pick up a book on him and do a little bit of research on him. He really had an amazing life, and so with him in charge, I felt really good with Alibaba. I don't know if he's in charge, where he is, if they're going to cramp down on him. It's really there's just too much. There's too much up in the air and a lot of questions that a lot of people want answered. Once they answer them, I would if you say Jack Ma is in charge, Alibaba is as it should be, that stock is well underpriced. I mean, minimum 270 price target for me. Just right off the bat. I mean,
Okay.
probably closer to 300. I
Yeah.
mean, but that's not even without
That's what
looking at
I'm
anything.
doing.
But it's
Yeah.
I have to get some more information on who's running the show and are they able to continue. And as far as I don't hold any international. I have some European holdings. I'm a little more comfortable
Like
there.
what? What European stocks do you?
I have this a couple of REITs. Let me pull up the name for you. I know you're a real estate guy, so you may be interested in this actually. The name is just eluded me. I'm sorry.
But that's why I don't really invest. The only real estate REIT I've been investing in is disruptive real estate technology. Do you want to give me your thoughts like on Zillow, Redfin, Open
Love
Door?
them.
Have you heard of them?
Love them.
Okay. Let's
I
talk about
absolutely
real
love them.
estate disruption. Yeah, let's talk about that then. Real estate technology. I think that's a good stock
I'll,
back, we can talk.
I'll expand quickly on what I was saying before. The one REIT I got into this European REIT. I'm trying to pull it up. I got into it coronavirus just because they're still lagging so much in that market, and I just know that their housing market is just as firm as the U.S. Just the stock. It's actually an ETF, but it hadn't gone up, so it's not something I would ordinarily invest in. The reason I had gotten into it was because it was just kind of lagging. With real estate in general, I told you before, I really like UWMC. It's a mortgage company. They're a direct
I
competitor.
bought some today.
Did you pick it up?
I bought
I
some.
would.
Yeah, for you.
I wish you'd waited a bit. It's been holding this, dude. This stock has been so bad. It's finally holding 8. I feel like you could have gotten it maybe a little lower. I really like them. I
bought a little bit. I bought like 10 shares. I bought like 10 shares,
Yeah,
$80 or something like that.
Perfect.
So nothing.
I mean, they have a dividend. They're a direct competitor to Rocket. I own Rocket as well. I know these are shorted a lot, and I don't mention that. I'm not a Reddit guy or anything like that. I don't believe in the short squeeze crap. So I mention it just because it is something short, and I think that's depressing the real rise of it, especially Rocket. I think Rocket should be much higher. So those two I like. Neighborhood, and I'm just curious about like the property around. I would go on Zillow. That's be the first one, and I like that in a stock that I know it. I would use it if I mention Zillow to somebody else. They know it. They use it, and I think it's more or less the future of real estate. And you see, I don't think real estate prices are going down. We're definitely not in a bubble when it comes to real estate. In the early 2000s, the problem was not the housing market. It was a banking problem. And that's what people don't understand. There was never a housing bubble. There was a problem with banks who were giving out loans to people who weren't qualified for them. That's not a housing bubble. The prices went up because of that, but it's not the vice versa. You are seeing rising home prices now due to inflation. Those prices are not going to come down. That's not a bubble. That's prices that are increasing. So anything that's involved with homes, home building, apps.
Have you heard of Open Door?
Open Door, I'm not
Open Door.
No.
If you want, pull it up on the internet. If you want to, and then they do the fixing and flipping. It's crazy.
Are they newer? I gotta pull it up now. Hold on. Yeah, they came out last year.
And then I gotta give I'm gonna shout out to people. So Spicy Cho 23, YOLO never sell. What's up, Meepo? YOLO, someone else put YOLO. And then I guess Michael wants to talk about Louis Vuitton, LVMH. I don't even know if that's like an ADR. I don't even know if you can buy the stock.
Yeah, that's not I'm sorry, repeat it one more time.
Which one? Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
It's LVMH. It's probably like a French stock. I don't think you can buy it here in America.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's not something I'm familiar with. And if it is the Louis Vuitton, the clothing line, I'm not a big
It
fan of.
is.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of.
This thing. Like I see my mom and she'll easily spend like 500 to a grand at Nordstrom's and it's like, why do you keep buying me stuff I don't even need?
I think the only one that I've gotten in recently was Gap. I got into last year, and I got into Michaels. These were like coronavirus, so really a different circumstance than my previous experience. It's not that I don't like them. I think I can just for dollar, I think I can get better growth in other sectors. So it would really have to be something that really blows me away. Because even Walmart at this point, without a really great dividend and not moving, I don't think Walmart's a good stock to hold. It's retail. They're just not Amazon for a lot for. I don't invest in Amazon. I think Amazon is just really kind of if you watch a chart of Amazon, take coronavirus aside for the past year, they just hover in the same spots. No dividend. They're just not for me. And for retail, I mean, what are you going to come up with? The next big shirt?
It's one of my largest holdings. Don't talk bad about my Amazon.
I don't like retail in general. You would have to be something real. Like if you were a small up and coming with a lot of buzz, I could get behind that because I like the growth involved with it. Well established and just kind of coasting is not my kind of stock.
I think Amazon's a good way to park your wealth. Yeah, it's not sexy, but no problem. You don't have to worry about a margin call if you have a lot of Amazon.
They need to 10-to-1 split it.
Well, but everyone here should know how to use a broker that does fractional shares.
I know,
you don't use a broker?
But for the most part, the average Joe looks at that stock and feels like it's expensive. The fact that Tesla really benefited from their split because it looked cheap, even though the price doesn't, the market cap doesn't move. It just looked the appearance of it. The appearance of a $300 Amazon, I think, would be very attractive to investors.
I agree. They should do a stock split. I agree.
Once a stock's over $1,000, a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, that's why they did the split with Nvidia. That's why Nvidia is right now going up. It's because they just did a stock split. That's it.
You just look more attractive, like you just do. Where if
somebody's like,
yeah,
that's like my crypto pick. I feel like it's a little overpriced right now because of the stock split, but I feel like if you're going to invest in crypto and you're going to buy a stock to like also benefit from
pullback, and then it'll start to take off. And if you look at just the Apple or the Tesla split, you'll see that type of pattern. So it's something like you said. A lot of that stuff is priced in right now, but again, their earnings could if their earnings blow away, just watch out. This stock is going to skyrocket and then split, and that's going to be something special. They're the clear industry leader at this point. And the problem is that I said Intel and AMD have so many problems that Nvidia doing well is gonna hurt them because people are gonna want to do business with them. You know what I mean? So it's that's
got it.
Definitely.
Let me actually show everyone. Hold on, I'm gonna show everyone my Dogecoin. So hold on, I'm gonna go blank for a little bit so I can flex.
Go ahead. I feel bad. I told her, I said, you shouldn't have Dogecoin. As soon as I told her to sell it, it jumped up. You didn't sell? Okay, good. That's what I told you. I'd never tell anybody what to do. I'd rather you make your own decision. But that I obviously couldn't predict that Elon Musk was going to tweet out Dogecoin. It would jump up 10%. So it's not my fault. I still don't believe in it ever. But it did perform well. You left it good. I'm glad you did.
I bought a little bit of Dogecoin as a joke, and then I was like, you know what? Because everyone just keeps asking about it, and because Elon backed it up, so hold on, I'm going to pull up my little Doge holding really quick. Hold on.
It's up 20%. It's up 20%. Right? Okay.
I don't know if you can see it. I have like a grand, I think, or not a grand. Can you see my position or no?
No, it's a little fuzzy for me. I see it now. All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me just read it off.
Go ahead. Read it off.
I have $500 of Dogecoin, basically.
500.
Let me see how much I'm up. 1 second. come back. So I bought like $100 on a live stream, and then I
Yeah.
basically sold it for the profit, and I ended up with 55. My profit was 55 Doge, so then I just sat on 55 Doge, and I think when it hit like 25 or 24, I bought more,
Yep.
and I don't know how much Doge. Let me see how much Doge I have right now.
I know it's
1,500.
it's still
1,500 Doge.
It's still going up.
I should have bought more though. I should have bought like $1,000. My friend was saying buy $1,000 worth so you could at least have like 10 grand or 20 grand of Doge.
It's like I said, for me, like the girl that's here in my life, she said that she had $50 invested and it's all in Doge. And I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I think I said if you're ready to lose that $50, that's fine. But I think if you have $50, I would not put all of it in Doge. I probably would split it up a little bit if you're on Robinhood or whatever. Buy 10.
So I have probably over 100 grand of Bitcoin and Ethereum, so it makes sense for me to put $500 into Dogecoin. So let me make it clear. That's the main reason. It's, most of my crypto net worth is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then, I also have a lot of Cardano, have a lot of Chainlink, have a lot of Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. So like a lot more like serious coins, and then a little bit of Doge. To the moon, baby.
I would imagine all the altcoins are doing well because I'm watching Ethereum Classic is up 44% today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm imagining
that is
all
crazy.
Crap coins are going to do quite well, and I hate it because it makes a guy like me look stupid when I'm like, "Now those coins suck." Like, look, see, it just jumped up. Like, dude, I didn't know you was going to tweet. I'm sorry. Like,
hey, I say all the time, I can't predict the future. Okay,
right.
If you guys are coming here and you're expecting me to be an oracle, well,
Right.
no, and that's why I always do percentages. Like, I don't think Bitcoin will hit 20,000, but I'll say 10 or 20%. I could be wrong, right? I think of error.
Right. And that's I always tell people that too. Like, I'll do that with a stock a lot. Like, if I'm in something that I'm not comfortable with, or even maybe something I'm losing on, or even something I'm winning on with a stock, and I buy 500 shares, when I go to sell, I might only sell 490, just in case. And you could do the same with your cryptos. If you're in something, you're like, man, but what if it goes up, but it's performing poorly, or you're up a lot? Hey, you got $100 in it? Sell 85. Leave 15 in there if you want to, goof around with your profits or something. But you definitely want to make sure you're running a responsible. If your portfolio is $50, Lexi, and you got 50 in Dogecoin, I'm going to recommend diversifying. Okay, Lexi.
All right, so someone asked me how much have I invested in Robinhood. I actually think Robinhood's pretty legit. I'm happy because it was up when there was a crypto crash, because I couldn't buy on Coinbase, I couldn't buy on Voyager. So I'm glad I have my Robinhood, and I have close to 200K on my Robinhood, so I've never had issues. And
I'm not comfortable with that kind of money in Robin. I when they came out with that GameStop and they said the word liquidity problems, that was a red flag for me. I would be very. And I actually have another buddy who he is trying to transfer his money. He tried to transfer his account out, and it's been 30 days and they still haven't done it. And they keep emailing him. You know what the first time was? Because they paid him an interest on his buying power, that changed the buying power, and they started the process all over. I don't know. I do like them. I think they're great for beginners. I think Robinhood has probably done more for the retail investor than any other brokerage ever, because they just made it so easy. They made it, hey.
Yeah, Interactive Brokers, because you're able to borrow under 1% interest. The problem with all the other brokers, they charge you like 7%, 8%. So I have most.
Those are negotiable, though.
The one. No, so you have to call them and ask them, or how does it work?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, like with TD, yeah, call them up, man. They're real friendly. I mean, obviously having a larger account helps. But yeah, talk to them, man. Like that's just like your credit card. You start out with a.
I would still have to negotiate. With Interactive Brokers, I don't negotiate and I get 1%. So there's no way I'd go to another broker.
Yeah. Fair enough. You are right. You are right about that. But if for anybody who is with one of the other brokerages.
Oh, stock yield though. What about the stock yield program? So with Interactive Brokers, if you don't want to do options and all that BS, if you let your stocks sit in the Interactive, and I'll give you an example. So let's just say I have 100 grand in my Interactive Brokers, or let's
Okay.
even make it more baller. Let's say I have $1 million. They will
Okay.
pay me 4.5% to have my stocks in their stock yielding program to just sit there. And that is, what is it, 45 grand a year. So if I have a $1 million portfolio, Interactive Brokers will pay me 45 grand a year to just let it like sit there.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you cut out. Well, it's too bad you cut out because I actually got to go. I'm at the pool. So if you guys have some like last minute questions, I can do maybe like 3 more minutes and then I got to go for a swim right now.
I had to check
Where
on
are you
you.
located? You're in New Jersey?
No, I'm in New York.
It's night, right? New
It's
York, New York.
about
Okay, cool, cool,
about
cool.
it's a time now. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's amazing weather over here. You guys are in summer, right? It's nice and hot.
Good. It just now started getting nice. It was like the last month was terrible. Usually it's warmer, and now it's 80 degrees. I was outside a little earlier, so it's beautiful now. Now let me ask you a question. With that Interactive Brokers, it sounds to me like there is it that 4% fee for your stocks is they're lending those out. Like if I want to short a stock and I don't own it, I have to borrow it from a broker. That's what it sounds like to me. That they're taking your
Yeah,
stock, which is fine and very common. So don't anybody get alarmed when you hear that. It's an ultra common
it's
practice in any brokerage.
and for me, like let's just say hypothetically, once again, I have $1 million. It's 45 grand just to park my stocks with them. Like that's
Right,
a lot of money, man. So and and,
right,
and you can
right,
start. I believe it starts at 50,000 is the minimum. So obviously you can't
right,
take advantage of that until you get to 50K. But let's just say 100K. That's still a lot of money. 4.5 grand, like just to let your stocks
right,
sit there.
right.
Oh yeah, and by the
No,
way, Voyager pays us. Wait, is tomorrow? No, it's okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. What are you
I, sh-
saying?
I gotta. I actually. I gotta go jump in the pool, man. I've been sitting in my car. It was good
Gotcha.
talking to you. Let's do this again. I
Yeah,
love doing the live streams with you, just because like we cover a lot of topics, and I just don't like being one-dimensional crypto. So like I really do appreciate talking to someone else that So it's just not 100% crypto
no,
talk.
I'm the thing. I was telling Party Binance and like I was messaging them like it's really good to have like somebody like you're real like you know a lot about stocks. You're dealing now with an audio like your host now. He's bringing you a lot of good people, very knowledgeable people, well-rounded people. So I hope your audience appreciates what you're bringing to the table because you're bringing a lot of different
And we will
people with a
never
lot of different
sell
backgrounds.
you anything. We
Never
don't need to
sell
sell you
you.
anything because I feel like you make money trading, I make money investing in real estate.
Right,
So like if you're truly like successful and you're making good money, I don't see the point in charging.
right. And
So
I will invest your money for you, but I don't want your money. I have my own money. But yo, enjoy the
yeah,
pool. Oh,
nice talking to you, man.
you got it.